So today I'll be doing a video discussing Igneel's true son reveal. Now, if you guys haven't read the latest chapter of Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest, then I recommend please stop what you're doing. I don't care if you're at the hospital with your grandmother, she's on her deathbed. I don't care if you gotta go visit your dog. I don't care what you are doing right now. Put everything down. Go to sorcererweekly.com and read Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest Chapter 20 because that is literally the greatest thing that I've ever read all year. Yes, Fairy Tale has started all 2019 as the best ongoing shonen. Yes, we are bringing that back. Fairy Tale is the greatest ongoing shonen, and after this chapter, it literally just proved it. Now, we actually got revealed to Igneel's son. Now, I'm going to talk about if I think this is Igneel's real son or not, because even if this isn't Igneel's son, this is still hype because this is the fire dragon god. He's finally been revealed. Now, we know that Ignia, apparently this is Igneel's true son. He is the fire dragon god, and this is basically our newest, I guess you could say, dragon god. I don't even know what to call him. Like, is he going to be a friend, a foe? Like, this is so many things running through my head right now, but we do know one thing, that Ignia, he did confirm that Mercuphobia is only using half of his power, which is, like I said he wasn't at full power. Some people were saying that he was. I always said that he wasn't at full power, obviously because of Toka. She was controlling him. But the fact that Mercuphobia is basically doing all this at half power makes me really question, yo, how strong are these guys truly? Like, it really, how strong are these guys? Because some people thought he was going at full power, and that's what basically made it understandable and why he was able to destroy the whole city and do all this other stuff. But the fact that he's still only at half power just makes you think, yo, what will he be able to do at full power? So the fact that he is only at half power goes to show you that Mercuphobia, he is definitely still a great gauge to show how strong the dragons are. And I definitely do want to say that this is good because we know that Igneel, back when he was defeated, we know that he wasn't at full power. So this kind of does save Igneel's character a lot, because I know a lot of people, including myself, we did wish we got to see Igneel fight at full power and basically be as strong as he was. And some people were disappointed in the way how he lost to Acnologia, only because he was only able to rip off an arm. But like I said, Igneel, they kept stressing that he was not at full power, and Acnologia was at full power, and it took him basically all 9 innings to take out Igneel. So that just goes to show you that Igneel, he needs his respect. Yes, Igneel, he needs his respect because he secretly might just be the strongest character in all of Fairy Tale. And speaking of Igneel needing his respect, let's just see that, yo, Ignia, he's already one of my favorite characters. I know if you guys been following my channel, you guys know that whenever a new character get introduced, they always somehow make it into my top 10 favorite characters, but a lot of them don't end up staying. But we see that Ignia, he basically is able to burn the whole city as well. So I'm pretty sure whatever Mercuphobia is able to do, Ignia is able to do it. I'm pretty sure that anything that we've seen from Mercuphobia, Ignia is able to do it. Yes, and I mean, we see his new dragon basically transformation, or his new dragon design. He has the markings, like everything about Ignia just looks dope. I mean, I really can't complain about his character design right yet, because you see his dragon form, he's able to burn the city, and he's also has a dope design. He kind of looks a lot like Igneel, except he has some hair on him too. So I definitely do to say that Ignia, the fact that he's able to use basically the same amount of power that Mercuphobia is able to use, is pretty good, because it's going to show you that all these guys, they're pretty much looking at each other as rivals. And I do like the fact that they're already throwing that aspect in, the fact that these guys are also equal in strength, because Mercuphobia, we see the whole time he's not talking, but Ignia, he's basically like, yo, I didn't want to have to do this to you, I don't want to have to fight you, all this other stuff. So I definitely am excited to see what these two battling out would do, because we got to see a little bit of a glimpse between Ignia and Mercuphobia. They were just going back and forth, obviously, just having fun with this city. Like, that's how overpowered these guys are. They were literally fighting at the dispense of the city. Like, we see Ignia, he was basically burning the city for fun, then Mercuphobia was putting out the fire. So great demonstration of power, and none of these guys were really trying. But the most important part of the chapter is Ignia and Natsu's meeting. Yes, Ignia and Natsu's meeting. Now, we can see right off the bat that Ignia, he is going to be like a teacher to Natsu. Yes, this is going to be Natsu's new teacher, and this couldn't have come at a perfect time, mainly because number one, we do know that Natsu, he has to fight the 5th generation Dragon Slayers, so I definitely do think that Ignia teaching him will come in handy for when the battle of the 5th generation Dragon Slayers does come back, because we know how overpowered those guys are. So Natsu's going to need all the training he could get in order to take them out. So this is a great way for him to actually come in and start training him. And this is also great for Natsu because we see that he actually does get a new power. Yes, he actually does get the flame from Ignia, so that he can fight against Mercuphobia. Now, I see this a lot as like the Flame of Rebuke situation back when Jalal basically gave Natsu his flame so that he could eat and fight up against Zero. I see this a lot as in that situation. So shout out to Hero Bashua for throwing some of that nostalgia in there. And we basically see that Natsu is going to get the power of a god. Yes, Natsu is going to get the power of a god. And we see that he's a little bit redundant on eating it first. Like, we see Natsu, he's like, yo, why would I want to eat this? Who do you think you are? And I'm like, yo, if you don't, like, shut up. Like, Natsu, like, you're one of my favorites, but this is the one time we just don't question it. Like, the fire dragon god handed you some flames, so you eat it. So I didn't really like that for Natsu. Like, don't question the fire dragon god. This is Igneel's son, Natsu. This is his true son. But no, in all seriousness, we see that Natsu, he's basically going to get a power, and Ignia, this is where he says the greatest thing ever. He says that he wants to fight Natsu. He wants to train him until he's way stronger. Then he wants to fight him to the end so that he can see who is the true fire dragon son. Now, that is the greatest way to introduce a character that I've ever seen in any type of like shonen, seinen, you know, reading, English class. I don't care what it is. That's the greatest way to introduce a character. And as far as him being Igneel's true son, I'm 50-50 on it. Now, I know some guys must be thinking, whoa, underrated mage. You were just coming on here going crazy. Now you're saying he's not his son. Well, hear me out. Number one, I'm not saying that this isn't Igneel's son simply due to the fact that this guy really could be Igneel's son because he looks like him. You know, obviously he's a fire dragon god and everything, but what if this is just like a words, just like a way of words, how basically people will go around claiming how they're the heir to somebody else's throne. We know that Igneel was the best fire dragon, and we know that he basically did claim Natsu as his son. Yes, so the fact that there was another fire dragon, and we know at one time, like I said, Igneel put some respect on his name because he was known as the king of all dragons. Yes, he was known as the king of all dragons, and we know that dragons, it said that they don't look up to gods, they don't look up to anything. So the fact that Igneel was able to rule over all the dragons makes me think, okay, did he rule over the holy pentadrakes? If he did, because I think we all have been sleeping on Igneel, but I also am saying this because this could also just be one of Igneel's close followers, and this would kind of be hard to explain, you know, seeing how Ignia's mom, you know, not necessarily hard to explain, but it'll just be a whole lot more to explain. And I do believe that if this truly is Igneel's son, then this is going to basically open up a whole new door, because we pretty much didn't know anything about Natsu's dragon side. Like, I guess you could now say dragon side of the family, because now after figuring out that Igneel has sons running around, this could mean a whole lot. But honestly, I'm still 50-50 on whether this is his son. I want it to be his son 100%, just because it'll be good for the story and everything. But I can see Hiro Mashima throwing something in there with them saying, oh, this is just one of Igneel's followers. But the fact that he looks like Igneel and everything leads me to believe that this is Igneel's son, and his name is Ignia too. So unless this guy's just a diehard supporter of Igneel, then I don't see why he would run around, you know, trying to be like him to the full degree. But no, overall, what did you guys think about Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest chapter 20? I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I literally just got done reading the chapter, and I just had to tell you guys about it, just because this is possibly the greatest news of Fairy Tail that we've gotten so far, because this will just expand the series in just a whole lot of different ways. You know, Natsu's finally going to have it looks like he's going to have a new rival, and it seems like this is like his brother. You know, this is just so many great things coming from this one chapter alone. And I definitely do have to say that make sure you guys do turn on notifications, because this chapter, I'm going to drop so many videos just based off of this alone. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, and make sure you guys turn on notifications. But that's basically it for this little video. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.